welcome to Cooking with Uncle Cheese. So today we're going to make meatballs, and these will be the best meatballs you've ever had. Got to give a shout out to my mother-in-law Barbara, who my kids affectionately love to call G Nasty. And so this is her recipe for meatballs. So what we have in our pre-mixed, I've got 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of cold water, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and about a teaspoon of minced garlic, okay? That's what's the wet. And then here we have 3/4 cup of breadcrumbs that they're Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, and a 1/2 cup of freshly grated Parmesan. I do not recommend using the other stuff. If you look at the ingredients, it's going to say cellulose in there. You know what that is? That's sawdust. So freshly grate your Parmesan. And we have 1.5 pounds of ground beef. This ground beef, that's Sasha, by the way. She's excited for meatballs too. This is 90%. I would not recommend going less than 85% ground beef. So I already got our liquid there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our ground beef and we're gonna get it all mixed up into the liquid first, because you want that to coat all the ground beef. So we'll get that all nice and coated up. Oh, and while you're doing all this too, make sure you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're going to basically just be baking this in the oven for 30 minutes, that's it. All right, I'm gonna start adding my dry ingredients now, a little bit at a time, and get it all mixed up in there. And once I get this all mixed up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you about the size of 1 meatball. And you need a 9 by 13 pan. I always like to line mine with foil and give it a little spray so we don't have to clean it afterwards, you know. And this should make 12 meatballs. And what I like to also do is, while this is baking in the oven, I like to go ahead and get the sauce you're going to use on the oven and get it started warming up. So as soon as you are finished with your meatballs baking in the oven, you can take them and put them directly into the sauce, and they'll pick up some of that flavor, and a little bit of the meat flavor will get into your sauce. And at that point in time, you can also start, cooking your spaghetti if you want to have spaghetti and meatballs. Okay, so this looks pretty good. You know, this is what I like to call putting the love into it. You gotta get your fingers in there. Okay, so we're gonna take and grab and gotta roll it up. That's a little bit too much. Roll them together. A little bit too much there. And there you go. That's about the size of 1 meatball. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get the rest of these all done. I'm going to get it in the oven, and when they're done cooking, we'll come back and I'll show you what they look like, and we'll move them over to the sauce. All right. See you in a little bit. Hey everybody, it's Sasha. She knows the route of the oven, so she's ready for some meatballs too. So here they are after 30 minutes in the oven. So basically all we're gonna do then is we're just gonna take them and we're gonna scoop them out and stick them in our sauce and let them heat up a little bit. And while that's happening, we're gonna go ahead and cook some spaghetti and have dinner. So here you go. Italian style meatballs. Thank you, G Nasty, for the recipe, Grandma Barbara. And I hope you guys enjoy. All right, bye.